Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Geek channel in the video, and yes, I'm in a new location. I'm in a brand new apartment, new chapter, new location, and new, shelves for my Blu-ray collection. And yeah, sorry for the lack of videos for the month of November. I've been incredibly busy with school, work, and here I am moving to a new apartment. That's another thing that was part of busy. But nothing stopped me from buying Criterions. That is right. Today's video I'll be showing everything what I got for the 50% off sale Criterion collection for the month of November. And I got a lot of titles, but not as crazy as the previous. But I did try my best to watch as many as I can when I buy them. I did watch a few, and also this November had pretty cool releases. There's one cool big box set, I'll say that for last, and some three big anticipated releases that came out for the month of November. I think you know what it is. So let's get right into it because I don't want this video to be long. So let's go to the pile that I have not seen yet that are still sealed. And of course I'll be showing in spy number order. Lord of the Flies. This is a title I've been on my radar for quite some time, and for whatever reason I never got around getting this because this is one of the titles that has been always in my hand, but put it back because of other titles I really want to get. And this is the time for me to finally pick this up and finally watch this movie because I've been eyeing on this for quite some time. Good Morning, a film directed by Yoshijiro Ozu. I have seen Tokyo Story, which is phenomenal. That was my first time watch for the year of 2021, and I want to check out more of his work. And Good Morning, I heard really good things. This basically, the plot sold me. So basically, Good Morning tells a story of two young boys who start speaking in protest after the parents refuse to buy a television set. That sounds delightful, and I cannot wait to get into another Ozu film that I have not checked out. Added to the list of, scratch out the list of his filmography. Yeah, Tokyo Story impressed me, and I really want to check out more of his filmography. Sisters. This was recommended me by a very good friend that I met in Barcelona, funny enough, that he was also into Criterions, and he recommended me this, Sister, by Brian De Palma. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy this just for your recommendation, and here it is. I cannot wait to check this out because the synopsis sounds fantastic and intriguing as well. I need to get into more Brian De Palma filmography. I only seen Carrie and what's the other one? I know I've seen Mission Impossible. That's right. But Sisters looks phenomenally good. From the images that I've seen online, and it just looks very interesting as well. Rififi. This looks like a fun film noir heist film directed by Jules Dassin, which I have not seen any of his works. But I heard about this particular filmmaker had been blacklisted, and he decided to move to France. And this is one of his first film that he was shot in outside of the United States, basically. And this looks really fun. I don't know why. When this came out, I've always wanted to pick this up, but I just haven't got around getting it until now. So this looks great. Cannot wait to dive into this. Looks like my cup of tea. So yeah, Rififi. Young Mr. Lincoln. This looks great. I'm talking about John Ford and starring the wonderful Henry Fonda. I do not know why I'm blanking his name, but he played young Mr. Lincoln, and I was originally gonna watch this yesterday, but I decided to watch The Godfather. But hey, I cannot wait to watch this. This looks like a great drama from the late 30s, and this looks fantastic, especially Henry Fonda. I love him as an actor. Cannot wait to get into this. Young Mr. Lincoln looks great. Women in the Dunes. One of the commenters in my video, one of the video past, recommend this because I want to get into more Japanese cinema, and Women in the Dunes looks and sound interesting. It caught my eye, especially the cover. You know what? I want to pick this up. I want to check this out. I don't know what it is. I did not read the synopsis. I just went in. I just want to go in cold and blind, and this looks really good. And I'm craving for more Japanese cinema, and Women in the Dunes will do that for me. The Friends of Eddie Coyle. The only main reason I picked this up is because it's starred by Robert Mitchum, and because I want to see more of his performances after watching the Night of the Hunter, which is a phenomenal film and a phenomenal performance by Robert Mitchum. Um, yeah, there's a group shot and Carson talk about this film, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick this up just because of that, and the way he mentioned Robert Mitchum, I'm like, oh my god, you have my attention, and here it is. I picked it up because of Robert Mitchum. So yeah, Cass, another film has been on my radar for quite some time, and this cover grab gravitate towards me. I don't know why. This cover looks amazing. It's like a coming to age movie, and I cannot wait to dive into this for the first time. Because I heard nothing but excellent things about Cass. Another Brian De Palma film that is Blowout. Finally, I picked this up. Finally, after years and years and years that this film has been in my hands for quite some time, and here it is, 2021 November. I finally picked it up. Blowout, starring John Travolta and Nathan Allen. This looks great. The synopsis, the plot, and hearing so many great things about this film from my film friends, and I just want to get into this for the first time, blind and cold, and just cannot wait to dive into more Brian De Palma film. I was so impressed by the film, this little film called The Cranes Are Flying, and I was so impressed by that. It blew me away. It had a giant impact when I saw it for the first time this summer, and I'm really curious if he had more film in his filmography line. And there is one film that is in the Criterion collection, that is Letter Never Sent. I'm not going to read the synopsis. All I know, it is directed by the same director who did The Cranes of Flying, which if you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend. Love The Cranes of Flying. Phenomenal film. I just wanted to go in blind and experience it for myself, and because I know nothing about this movie, all I know is the same director who did The Cranes of Flying. That's it. That got me. I was like, yep, I'm picking this up for the month of November, and here it is. Thief. This looks great. That's all I can say. Yeah. Y Tu Mamá También, directed by Alfonso Cuarón. It took me this long to finally pick this up. I've been wanting this Blu-ray for quite some time. When originally was coming out back I believe 2014. When originally was a dual format edition, Blu-ray and DVD. But now you can get it only on Blu-ray, which is great. So glad I finally picked this up. It is time. This is another Alfonso Cuarón film that I have not seen yet, but I heard excellent things, especially from my very good friend Josh, who is not known Cine Creep anymore. He changed the name. But Josh, if you're watching this, I finally picked this up. I know you love this movie, and this is one of the youngest. This is very young. Diego Luna and Gael Garcia Bernal, very young actors, up and coming basically, and yeah, cannot wait to check this out for the first time because I heard nothing but I'm craving to watch this one because it's a brand new Alfonso Cuarón film that I have not seen yet. Polanski, Macbeth. I'm a big fan of Shakespeare work. I love Macbeth, especially the Akira Kurosawa adaptation of Dawn of Blood, which is phenomenal. Toshio Mifune, fantastic performance. I don't know. The cover looks interesting. I don't know what I'm going to expect going in the Polanski version of Macbeth, Shakespeare Macbeth. So I'm going in blind. Hopefully it'll be good. If not, oh well, I can sell this. I was so impressed by this particular filmmaker named Preston Sturges. That is the Palm Beach Story. I did pick up 2 of his films in my watch pile, which I'll show you a little bit later on after I finish my now watch pile. Yeah, this looked fun. I cannot wait to get into this. I was so impressed by the filmmaker named Preston Sturges. So yeah, Odd Man Out. This is my dad's favorite film from his childhood. That's The Black Stallion. I decided to pick this up. I ordered this online because they didn't have it in stores, and I cannot wait to watch this for the first time in December when I see him again, and we're gonna watch it together because he had not seen this movie for quite some time, and this will be my first time watch. I cannot wait to experience this film, one of his childhood films. So cannot wait to see The Black Stallion, and also Mickey Rooney is in it. So Awesome. I know, you'd be shocked. I have not seen this one. That is Inside Llewyn Davis. I have not seen it. I know my boss loved this movie. I know I'm gonna like this movie. I have not seen a lot of Joel and Ethan Coen films. I've seen some several of his filmography, their filmography. So Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, Justin Timberlake, Carey Mulligan. Yeah, why not pick this up and watch it for the first time because I heard nothing but excellent things about this one. The Squid and the Whale, directed by Noah Baumbach. I still have not seen any of Noah Baumbach film. I do own Marriage Story. I have not seen it yet. I know. Jeff Daniels, Jesse Eisenberg, Owen Klein. I don't know. This can be it can be take a while for me to get into this movie because it talk about divorce and my parents are divorced. It's gonna be a tough watch for me, but you know, yeah. David Lynch, The Art Life. This is a documentary about his life and his love of art, basically, and that's the only reason why I picked this up, and you know, I get to see what his life is and how he grown as a filmmaker. I'm always fascinated about that stuff, you know, getting to the filmmaker mind and about his past. So cannot wait to watch this. This was a blind buy. I did not expect to pick this up for this sale. It was not on my list of titles, but it had Cary Grant in it, and that is the awful truth. That's all I can say. It's Cary Grant, and this is done by Leo McCarey, who did another film that I picked up. I will show you really soon. So I was really impressed by that film. The same filmmaker. I picked it up because it's Cary Grant, and I realized, oh my god, this is the same director who did a particular film that I will show you a little bit on. But yeah, that is the awful truth. Let me know what you think of this movie. I'm really curious. The only main reason I picked this up is that Cary Grant is in it. A Raisin in the Sun. I need to get into more of Cindy Pater filmography. I love it. I was so impressed by The Heat of Night and Guess Who's Coming, which is Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, I believe. Both excellent performances from him. Cindy Pater is an actor I really want to get into more and more of. And A Raisin in the Sun is one of them, so cannot wait to get into this. Funny Games. It's a home invasion movie that's got my attention. I've always been interested by this film by the cover. The cover is screamed intrigue. Basically, I was like, ooh, this cover looks intriguing and interesting, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, I can't wait to dive into this. Looks like my cup of tea. 1984. I remember reading the book back in high school. It's been a long time. I did also read The Animal Farm, which is written by George Orwell. 1984 is the same author, George Orwell, and starred John Hurt and cinematography by Roger Deakins. I'm like, ooh, that got my attention already. And can't wait to dive into this film adaptation of 1984. I was so impressed by the film called All Precious Men, which is a phenomenal film. And I wanted to check out more of his filmography, and boom, there are two films that is available on Criterion Collection. And that is Clute and The Parallax View. I picked this up because it's directed by the same man who did All the President Men, which is one of my favorite first time watches of this year. I love that film. That film is so intense. Can never to get into Clute and The Parallax View. The filmmaker name is Alan J. Pakula, who did all the President Men. So yeah, cannot wait to dive into this too. Oh my god, cannot wait. And lastly but not least, in my not watch part, that Defending Your Life. I did not plan to pick this up for this sale. I was like, you know what? Why not? Just why not? Looks like a cute, heartwarming film directed by Albert Brooks, which I have not seen any of his filmography. So, and also starring Meryl Streep. So this looked great. This was a blind buy, so you know what? Why not? Guys, I have now watch pile. Now let's go to the watch pile. The Lady Eve, starring Henry Fonda and Barbara Stanwyck. Directed by Precious Sturgis. Yeah, this was the film that I was so impressed by Precious Sturgis director Eckford on The Lady Eve. It's funny, cute, and It's lighthearted. It's fast paced. I enjoyed the heck out of this movie. It's fantastic. This is a different role for Henry Fonda to play a very clumsy yet smart man. I usually see him as a serious role like Fail Safe and 12 Angry Men. Yeah, this was phenomenal fun. I had a great time watching this movie. My man Godfrey is really great. Oh my god, it is so good. I love the interaction with all the different characters, especially Godfrey, the situation that he's in. It's such a fantastic movie about accepting and just I had a great time. I've been watching a lot of 30s, 30s era film, and it's such a great era to be. They made a lot of original movies, very unique movies, and my man Godfrey is so much fun. I had a great time. Another Precious Sturgis film that is Sullivan Travels. I was blown away by this how great this film is. I did not expect what kind of story this is. This is about a producer who having a trouble thinking about his film and how to get it right, and he decided he wanted to make this particular film a Brother Where Thou, and he wanted to experiment something, and things go sideways. It's funny, it's great. Veronica Lake is wonderful in this movie. Really fun. Patrick Sturgis. I need to see more. I need to see more of his filmography. Hopefully, Criterion will release more of his films really soon in the future. Sullivan Travels, really fun. I highly recommend this. Make Way for Tomorrow, that by Leo McCarey. Another film from his that I bought from this, so that's The Awful Truth, which I'm not checked out obviously, but I was blown away by this film. Oh my god, it's heartwarming and yet so sad. It's beautiful, it's genuine, it's heartwarming, it's human. I was so impressed by this film that I immediately fell in love basically. I was caring for the character, especially the grandparents in this movie, and the struggles that they're having, and the grandma. Oh my god, it reminded me of my grandma. Legit, it does a little bit remind me of my grandma, which is weird. Yeah, love this movie. Again, this is a 30s film, so I was very into 30s right now. It's a great month for that. Yeah, Make Way for Tomorrow. Possibly my favorite pickup of this sale. Is fantastic. Finally, a brand new silent film added to my Criterion collection that is Lonesome, directed by Paul Fergos, and it is fantastic. Oh my god. It is 69 minutes. It is quick, easy, breeze, and it's so cute and it's so much fun. It's about these two struggles a lot with their life. They're single and they had a cross path and they met each other and they fell in love. And it's wonderful. It is wonderful. I loved it. It's just phenomenal, especially the third act of the film. You were rooting for the characters, and just this is phenomenal. Whew. Possibly my other favorite first time watches of 2021, and it's just phenomenal. I Married a Witch. This is 1942. This is so much fun. It's nice and easy and breezy. It's just one of the films that you just lay back and relax and enjoy. I had a great time. It's fantastic. It's a good old slapstick, fun time, and just really great stuff. Master of the House, directed by Carl Theodore Dreyer, who did Vampire and The Passion of Joan of Arc. Another silent film. I had to order this online because they didn't have it in stores, and I loved it. It took me by surprise what kind of story they're going for. And it's about this ungrateful husband basically, who thinks that his wife is lazy, is lazy, she doesn't do work and all that. And then things took a turn for that, and it was so much fun that he had to deal with some consequences, let's just say that. Realizing that, yes, his wife did all the hard work. He had to wake up early in the morning and blah, 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 and all that. This is fantastic. This is a melodramatic family drama, basically, and it's fantastic. It's well done as well. I loved it. I was glued to the screen the entire runtime. Never a dull moment, in my opinion. Just fantastic stuff. Fantastic Planet. This is sadly Watership Down and Fantastic Planet are the only ones that is released on Criterion on Blu-ray that is animated. And I'm really hoping that Criterion will release more animated films in their collection. And Fantastic Planet was a very interesting watch. Did I like it? Yes. Did I hate it? No. Is it perfect? Maybe, yes. Is it weird? Yes, it is very weird. But I was engaged to that weirdness, that very creative and interesting storytelling. I really do enjoy this movie. I love the animation style though. The 2D traditional animated style. It looks beautiful on Blu-ray, and it was. I did not expect to be a. This one of those films I did not expect what kind of story it's gonna be, because I went in blind and cold and don't know nothing about it. And all I know is that this is the second animated film that is available on Criterion Collection, and it was great. I had, I'm glad I experienced this movie for the first time. Watership Down is fantastic. But yeah, Fantastic Planet, you know, it's great. The Immortal Story that by Orson Welles. This is 58 minutes. This is short, really short, but I liked it. It's not one of Orson Welles' best, in my opinion, but I really enjoyed the storytelling. It's very different and unique as well. It's almost told like you're reading a story, basically, that someone is reading you, which is very great. Really enjoyed it. I really do enjoy it a lot. But sadly, this is not one of his best. This is later on. This is 1968. But it's beautifully shot, and the costume design is fantastic. But it's not one of his best, to be honest. But it was engaging enough that I was glued to the screen. That, oh, this is a very interesting story. But not one of his best, sadly. But happy to add it to my Criterion collection. And also it was nice to see another Orson Welles film that I have not seen yet, which is great. I was very hesitant of getting this on Criterion Collection, even though I already own it on Blu-ray, but not in the Criterion format. That is the Breakfast Club. I remember when this was announced that it's going to be on Criterion Collection. I was like, I'm not sure about that. And years, I don't know when this came out. This came out in 2018, so it took me this long to finally pick this up and upgrade with a brand new 4K digital restoration. And what can I say that has already been said about The Breakfast Club? It's a masterpiece. It's wonderful. There's so many great character study, and it had new extras as well that's not in the Blu-ray that I still own, that part of the triple feature that include Real Science and System Candles. There's a new interview. There's a new interviews with actor Molly Ringwald and Ali Sheedy. I cannot wait to watch that. There's documentaries. There's a 50 minutes never before seen DVD scenes and standard scenes. So many great stuff. This looks fantastic on a brand new 4K restoration. I love this movie, and I'm glad I picked this up and upgraded in a definitive edition of The Breakfast Club. I adore this movie. I really do. I think it's okay that Criterion can release mainstream films. It's cool. I accept that. Yeah, this looks great. I'm so glad they used the original poster. I love this cover so much. The Irishman, directed by Martin Scorsese. Finally, I picked this up. I was originally going to pick this up last summer, or when this was originally coming out, 2020. I decided to wait until the right moment, because I have always seen this movie, and last time I saw this movie probably on Netflix. I mean, obviously on Netflix, and I am planning to rewatch this movie, but not maybe in the future, not now. Obviously, I do love this movie. It's fantastic. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Al Pacino. This is phenomenal stuff. I'm so glad the Irishman get a Criterion treatment. I didn't deserve that. I'm kind of glad Criterion is releasing Netflix films into the pipeline, so that's fantastic. So The Irishman, glad I picked this up. This is a fantastic set. Look at that, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. Oh, I love the cover. I love the front cover. I love it so much. That is my watch part, but that's not all. I'm not finished. There's more. We got 3 big releases that came out in the month of November. if you know what it is, Criterion announced a couple months back that Criterion is going to finally be releasing some films on 4K for the first time. They announced these 3 big titles. I was like, yep, I'm getting them in the 50% off sale for the month of November. And here we are. I'll be showing this by number order. The first one is David Lynch, Mulholland Drive. I have not seen this movie just yet. I'm waiting for the right moment for me to watch this movie. Naomi Watts is in this. And I believe Justin Theroux is in this. Robert Forster. This looked great. A lot of my friends love this movie. So, also, I was getting to more David Lynch work. Hopefully, they will release Blue Velvet and some other films on 4K. I do own Eraserhead and The Elephant Man, and also 1984 Dune by the Arrow video release. Yeah, this looks great. And also, it's very thick. When you get the Blu-ray, it's thinner. So, I had to pick it up. This is Criterion first 4K release, so really, really exciting times. The next 2 is, I consider them a big release. The first one is one of my favorite films from last couple of years. That is Uncut Gems. I had to pick this up. Oh my god! When this was announced, I almost had a heart attack. Like, wow! I love this movie. It was a stress, anxiety-inducing film. What a ride! And Adam Sandler gives one of his best performance of his career, and he should have nominated for the Oscar. Oh my god! I was so mad he did not get nominated. This is a fantastic release, fantastic packaging. Look at that. It's holographic, beautiful. I still own the regular Blu-ray release with the slipcover, but it's pretty much bare bones. This one you get in this edition. You get loaded of extras. We got audio commentary from 2019 featuring the Safdies, writer and direct editor Ronald Bronstein. We have new interviews with cinematographer Darius Conchi, cartoon designer, production designer. We have documentary from 2019 and 2020 on the making of the film and soundtrack. Screen test featuring actors Adam Sandler and Julia Fox. Goldman v. Silverman, a 2020 short film by the Safdies. That's so cool they add that in there. We have Question and Answer, a 2020 short film featuring the Safdies, Sandler, and actor Jason Bateman, and comedy writer Megan Amram. Audition tapes, deleted and extended scenes. There's so many great extras. You can tell this is a definitive release of Uncut Gems. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And the booklet, it was shaped like a catalog title, like a catalog, which is great. And sadly, it took a beating, but I did try my best to take out the sticker, the director approved sticker. This is a great release. I love Uncut Gem. I'm so glad I saw it in theaters. And I cannot wait to revisit again, this time on 4K by the ever awesome Criterion Collection. This was a must for me to pick up. I love this film. I adored it. I adore this. And then Citizen Kane. This was my most anticipated release of this year. Sadly, the Blu-ray disc 1 happened. It's a defect. It's a faulty disc, so I'll be sending the replacement disc really soon. I love this movie. This was my first time watch of 2021, and I sold the regular Blu-ray because this was announced. And this is a great packaging. I'm not gonna show you. You've probably seen it, but fantastic film. What can I say? It has already been said. It's a masterpiece. Orson Welles is fantastic in this movie. I love this cover. I'm one of the few people who actually love the cover of this release. So yeah, and it's a great packaging overall. Like fantastic release. Lastly but not least, this was a big one. This was one of the boxes I finally pulled the trigger to. Jackson had this. He's been torturing me that he had this box set for the long time. Jackson, I hate you. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at you, Jackson. I hate you. No, I don't hate you. You're not as friends. That's the Essential Fellini. That's the Essential Fellini box set. Wow, what a box set. I have only seen 2 of his filmography. That is In a Half and La Dolce Vita. Both great films. Although those are videos one of the film I need to check revisit again. I did like that movie a lot, but I really want to revisit again so I can, maybe my opinion change. Second viewing. There's tons of film. There's Variety Lights, The White Cheek, I've Been to Lonely, La Strada. I cannot wait to get into La Strada. Il Bordone, La Cabrera, La Dolce Vita, and a Half, Juliet of Spirits, Fellini, Chatricon, Roma, not to be confused with Alfonso Cuarón, Roma, Amarcord, which I cannot wait to watch, and The Shell Sheep Sells On, and Inter Vista. This is a great release. Phenomenal packaging. I love the cover of Fellini screaming action or cut. Oh, there you have it, guys. That's everything what I picked up for the 50% off sale of the month of November. That's a lot of titles. I know I went crazy, but thankfully I saved up my money to get them. But yeah, I cannot wait to watch some of the films that I have not seen yet, and will be my third time watch. I love this time of the year. It's like Christmas every year for us as film fans, as Criterion collectors. I'm so happy I got Uncut Gems and Citizen Kane on 4K by the Criterion Collection. That's awesome. Like, bro. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Have a great one. Take care. And sorry this video is long. Yeah.